So this is the first episode of Star Trek Tuesday in a while, but the deep cuts are finally in. As you can see, this is the Intrepid class. This is the only one I picked up, the only one I really have a whole lot of interest in at the moment. And so we'll take a look to see what we get for our, as you can see, $6. It's not a bad price for one off here and there. So we will take a close-up look at the miniature itself. Okay. Got some bit light. Just move the camera closer here. Now, I haven't looked at this, and it's not perfect. It is better than their production runs, but we still have some slight mold lines here on the end of the nacelles. Let's see. So they're definitely not as bad as you would find on a model you bought out of the box. Around the edge of the saucer there might be a little bit of mold lines, but not too bad. The worst place is right here on either side of the deflector dish. You see it's been cut, and some of the engravings have been, the Aztecing is missing from either side. Well, that one's not so bad. But you can tell that's where it was cut off a sprue on this side here. And as I said, some of the Aztecing is missing. Got this kind of strange divot here underneath the saucer. And the primer itself is very, very light. In fact, there's a couple spots in here where it doesn't look like there's quite enough, but you know, I'm fine with that. So a very, very light primer like this is perfect. It makes it easier to, or you don't have to worry about losing any details. So this is all about just being able to paint your own miniatures without having to repaint the ones you got. They come primed, so they definitely come a little cleaner than the other stuff I've seen. And you also get some decals. So these are going to be water transfer decals. Oh, and yeah, see the peg is missing here from the bottom. That is in the bag to glue in after you get it painted. So let's see what do you get here on the decals. So we get the decals for 3 different ships. We have the Voyager, the Bellerophon, which is one of the kits, and what is that last one? I can't read it. Oh yeah, the Uss Intrepid. Okay, so you've got the Intrepid, the Voyager, and the Bellerophon. You've got some Mirror Universe, some Terran Empire decals, some of the nacelle decals. You got some Borg stuff here, which the fold goes right through a couple of these decals. It doesn't seem very well. So you can cut these bits out. You don't have, of course, you wouldn't use a big square, but you would just like cut shapes out of it. And so you can have an assimilated version. And you got some battle damage. Various shapes and sizes and kinds. You can put on there if you want. So it definitely gives you some creativity. You could even just use these decals on the models you already have, which I was probably going to do. I'm going to take the existing Bellerophon model I have and put the Bellerophon decals on it. Very likely, anyway. Those are some very small decals, that's for sure. I'll probably put the Intrepid decals on another one too, because I like decals and having the registry numbers on the ships. So, this is going to be a real quick video. So this is the Deep Cuts Intrepid class. Overall, I'm pretty happy with it. It does need a little tiny bit more cleanup, and it does need a little bit of scribing in there if you really want to. I think the primer quality is really nice. I'll wait until I have to put some paint on it though, to see if it seems to be what it is, or seems to be, if it is what it seems to be. There we go. It seems to be a different material than the other ships. I just realized that. This doesn't feel, it's nowhere near as heavy as the other models, and it's just not, it's not flexible either. I think they're using might be using a different material for these. I'm not sure. It just doesn't feel as bendy and it feels a whole lot lighter. Strange. So I will probably get to painting this up here before too long, just to see what I can come up with. But yeah, pretty happy with this, you know, and the prices for people like me who do paint stuff, the price isn't too bad, and you don't have to mess up your existing models. And if they don't really have any of the deep cuts miniatures that match the card packs, then maybe someday you'll be able to buy a card pack and a deep cut miniature together for a particular ship, and that would pretty much be the same price as buying the ship by itself. So yeah, so that is the Deep Cuts Intrepid class. Not completely satisfied, but pretty impressed overall. I think it's a nice offering, and definitely different in this kind of spaceship game. So that's it, and thanks for watching.